My daughter, the older one, appreciates Bob Marley. The younger daughter is only a week old. She's 7 days old, so she'll catch up. She'll catch up. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Burning. This is one of the records that I play with my daughters for them a lot. It's not really on the dance tip. This record is more so for me, but my daughter my daughter, the older one, appreciates Bob Marley. The younger daughter is only a week old. She's 7 days old, so she'll catch up. She'll catch up. My older daughter, Dominique, who is the dancer, she appreciates Bob Marley a lot, but she's more on the Legend album, you know, Is This Love, One Love, that kind of stuff. When we were in Jamaica, she heard all those songs. This record is more for me because I really appreciate the gospel style of singing on this album, where, you know, it's Bob, it's Bunny, it's Peter Tosh, and for example, some of the songs like Put It On and Hallelujah Time, you know, there's biblical references in all of Bob Marley's music, but on this album with the Wailers, they're really obvious about it. Like, you know, small acts, they're just taking certain verses directly from the Bible and putting them in their songs, and it's really obviously kind of gospelish, and I like it because it's really early Bob, and I didn't know about some of these early Wailer songs growing up. A lot of the records that I play with my daughters are connected to my childhood because they're records that I listened to when I was a kid. But as a youth, I didn't know about Put It On and Small Acts and Hallelujah Time and all these kind of tracks too. And also as a vinyl collector, it's nice to have this album because, you know, a lot of the other Bob Marley albums are out and about and easy to get, but Burning, it has, you know, even though it's a reissue, I still feel proud that I have the first album that they recorded, the covers go, you know, it's a good thing to share with my daughters. This one is a record that I share with my daughters. This is Blood Orange, Cupid Deluxe. I feel funny about having this record in the house because the girl on the cover is a little bit provocative and she looks kind of crazy. And I'm like, I don't know if I want my daughter just to be seeing those kind of images, but she's still innocent and it's all good, so whatever. I love this album so much. I play this album probably more than any other album that I have. I play it weekly, and I also play it on my iPod and all that kind of stuff. Dev Hynes is a producer that I love, musician that I love. Big up Dev Hynes. I learned about Dev Hynes from Solange, and the next thing you know, because of the Solange second album she put out called True, and he produced most of it, if not all of it, I guess. And I was like, all right, cool, but I didn't really check for his music. I saw this record in the record store a bunch of times, but I was like, that looks hipsterish, whatever, I'm not interested. Where's the funk records at? But then my wife, one day, she's like, yo, you should check out Dev Hynes' Blood Orange music. So we watched a bunch of his videos. I was like, ooh, damn. I was into it. So I bought the first album, but this is, bought the first album and the second one, but this is the one that I like best out of his first two. My daughter loves it just as much as I do. Specifically because the vibes are so cool in terms of how they change. There's house, there's fast R&B, there's even some funk. Keep dancing! There's a lot of different instrumentation used, and then there's a lot of different vocalists that are used, even hip-hop. So there's rapping by Skepta on here on a song called High Street. So it takes you through a big spectrum of music. Also the instruments, mostly keyboards and guitars and saxophone. The way, you know, a lot of the best artists in the 80s did their music too. One critique I have of 80s music is that some of the saxophones are used too much. So if you think of like everybody from Prince to Janet Jackson, or even like Huey Lewis in the News, or Kenny G, sometimes there's too much saxophone. They got the sax just right. It's not too much of any one instrument, and there's a lot of really lush keys. Now, I could talk about this album forever, but this is about wax with my daughters. Now, my daughters, mostly my older daughter, one of her favorite songs on this album is called No Right Thing. That's kind of just like a long, jamming funk track that I play a lot, and she picked it up, and you know what I mean, she listens to it, and she sings the lyrics. Her favorite song by Blood Orange actually is not on this album, it's on the second album he put out. and that song is called Best to You. That's one of our family anthems. But I actually like this record better. So shout out to Dev Hines, and he's got another album on the way, and we're actually going to go see him in concert when he comes to Toronto 2 months from now, I think it is.
You're gonna spoil your dinner. You're gonna spoil your appetite.